Welcome back to my views and news. Some news stories from Ethiopia. Firstly, Ethiopian Prime Minister has denied the entry of Ethiopian forces into Sudanese territories. The Prime Minister issued a statement in Arabic just a few minutes ago. This is the third statement from Ethiopian PM in Arabic in the last 1 week or so. Secondly, viewers, a meeting has been held in Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital, between a delegation from Mekelle city and Addis Ababa city. Thirdly, founder of Amhara Students Association has been arrested. Arrests of Amhara students, activists, journalists continue. Firstly, viewers, last night, several sources, including my views and news, reported that Amhara forces had attacked Al-Fashaga, disputed strip of land on Sudan-Ethiopia border, which was retaken by Sudanese military in 2021. It was under the control of Amhara farmers before the start of war in northern Ethiopia. Sudan al-Sudani, Sudan al-Akbar, several sources published articles. They said that Amhara militias, Amhara forces had launched an attack on Al-Fashaga. Attack had been repelled. And they further claimed that Ethiopia had mobilized its forces in Abdur Rafe. Ethiopian government was planning a large-scale offensive to take back Al-Fashaga. Though some of these news sources removed their articles and news stories today, they said the news was not correct. PM Abiy issued a statement an hour ago in Arabic. This is the third statement from PM Abiy about Sudan's internal conflict and Sudan-Ethiopia border. And I don't know why he is speaking in Arabic. I mean, people of Ethiopia should know what he is saying. Though it's a message for Sudan, a friendly message, because Arabic is spoken, understood in Sudan. But people in Ethiopia should also be told what he is saying. He is overdoing it, I think. Third statement in Arabic. PM Abiy denied the entry of Ethiopian forces in Sudan. He said Ethiopian forces, Ethiopian army did not enter Sudanese territories. He said it was false information. Some groups, for their political interests, are disseminating false information. Secondly, he said some forces are trying to create a wedge between, they're trying to drive a wedge between two friends, Ethiopia and Sudan. He acknowledged that there are issues regarding Ethiopia-Sudan border, but Ethiopia believes that issues should be resolved through dialogue, not by force. So, this is now Ethiopian government's position that its military did not enter Al-Fashaga. Is Ethiopian military in control of entire border? Sudan, Ethiopia border? I don't think so, by the way. Ethiopian military is not in control of entire border. Border is being controlled by Amhara forces in some areas on Amhara Sudan border. And secondly, PM Abiy did not say a word about who are the forces which are trying to create misunderstanding between Sudan and Ethiopia. Are the forces internal in Ethiopia or external forces from Sudan? So either he is implying that Amhara groups are trying to drive a wedge between Ethiopian government and Sudanese government, or he is implicating Egypt maybe. He could be saying that external forces like Egypt, though he don't name anyone. They are trying to create misunderstanding between Sudan and Ethiopia. So now this is Ethiopian government's official position that it is not going to take back Al-Fashaga by force. That is what my understanding, my analysis was, that federal government was not going to intervene. I said that Ethiopian National Defense Force, federal government of PM Abiy, they were not planning to retake Al-Fashaga because their focus right now is on filling of GERD. They don't want to create any instability on Sudan-Ethiopia border. But Amhara forces, Amhara militias could be planning something. 2 days ago, we heard they were planning an attack in Al-Fashaga. And some elements did try to enter Al-Fashaga reportedly. Military is denying because military is not part of this escalation. Military does not want any group from Ethiopia to try to enter Al-Fashaga because military is focused on filling of dam, GERD, Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam. But reportedly, Sudan has requested Ethiopian government to close the border. Let's see, can Ethiopian National Defense Force close the entire border? There is no fighting near the border reportedly. As we know, fighting is mainly in Khartoum, near Khartoum, northern Sudan, western Sudan. Eastern Sudan has been cleared. Rapid support force fighters, they have withdrawn from their camps in Gadaref, Kassala, Damazin, Red Sea. And Fashaga is in Gadaref. There is no fighting here. But reportedly, Ethiopian government has been told, has been requested by Sudan to close the entire border. Can the government do that? Let's see. So far, government's position is clear that it does not want to retake Al-Fashaga by force. And this is what government's position should be. Because if Ethiopia today takes Al-Fashaga by force, tomorrow Sudan will try to take it back. Again, we'll see fighting on Ethiopia-Sudan border. Secondly, viewers, Addis Ababa mayor today announced to help rebuild Mekelle city of Tigray. A delegation from Mekelle city arrived in Addis Ababa today. Mekelle delegation, Addis Ababa delegation held discussions in Addis Ababa, and their announcement was made that Addis Ababa would provide financial, technical, and other types of support, material support as well for the rebuilding of Mekelle city. We are seeing cooperation between Oromia and Tigray, Addis Ababa and Tigray. Addis Ababa is led by Edna Chababe, mayor is in Oromo. This strengthening alliance between Oromos and Tigrayans is very visible. Other regions are not on board. Why isn't Somali region announcing any aid for Tigray? Afar as well. Amhara silent too. So that is why I say that Oromo-Tigray alliance is gradually surfacing, which could be a new political reality in Ethiopia. Tigray is now junior partner, Oromo senior partner. Amhara's frustrated, trying to gauge the situation, and they are trying to make decisions. But so far, they are just watching the developments closely between Tigrayans and Oromos. Thirdly, viewers, top leader of Amhara Students Association has been arrested. Dr. Zalek is the founder of Amhara Student Association. He was arrested yesterday, reportedly, and another student was arrested from Addis Ababa University. His name is Tishagar, Johannes Tishagar, arrested yesterday, reportedly. So, arrests of Amhara students, activists, journalists is continuing. Why? Because there are fears that once again there could be resurgence of anti-government movement in the form of protests in the Amhara region in coming days after Eid. I think tomorrow will be Eid celebrations in Ethiopia. In Pakistan, Eid will be celebrated on Saturday, but in Ethiopia tomorrow. So next week is crucial because some groups in the Amhara region had announced that after Eid and Easter, they'll announce the second phase of their struggle. Let's see what happens the next week. So far, Ethiopian government is arresting Amhara activists, journalists, students, etc. Thank you for watching.